Woody's at his age.
Welcome to the Jets Afterburners podcast. New York Jets stand 16 on location, and El Senor Liam right there to your left or my right, whatever the case is. And we're here. We're back where we started. It's like a week hasn't even passed yet. All these different outcomes occurred, and we're still stuck at 7th overall. With that being said, we got blown out. Victory formation, Zach Wilson. How you doing, Liam?
It's been a day, overall, I mean, like, personally, I'm doing well. Gotta say, your new background is sick. You traded away all of that Jets merch for a more modern look. I like it. I'm still stuck in the past. But, as far as the game goes, I gotta be honest, I was not expecting that. I was not. At least that kind of blowout. Like, I know Devon Achane has gotten a lot better and improved throughout the season. But you figure, like, without Tyreek Hill, that's, been a massive weapon for years with Miami. You got to worry about Waddle. But overall, I wasn't expecting the Jets to take 2 steps forward and 10 steps backwards. I thought that we had kind of turned a corner on defense, especially. And it was just ugly today. I don't know what was more ugly. Was it the game or was it those uniforms?
Oh my gosh, those uniforms. I mean, I want to like them. Like, if we're going to start placing them in a certain tier, they're way better than the 2019 jerseys. They're better than those. They're better than the Titans of New York jerseys and the helmets. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
They looked okay, but after that showing, trash them. We don't need that. We don't need that aura at One Jets Drive. Just, if you're gonna change up, go back to like the winning culture days, the Joe Namath,
Classics.
the classics. Bring that back. Like,
We wore them last year.
We wore them once last year, and just honestly, you want to do something good for the fans? Wear half of the year these jerseys that we have, the new, the 80s logo. And then for the other 9 games, whatever the case is, wear like the old school Sanchez ones. I like those better, man. I don't like this nonsense going on.
Well, I think that there's like some type of rule where you could only wear like the alternate ones and like the different helmets like an X amount of times. I don't know what the number is, but yeah, no, I would like to see instead of like the rivalries, I would like to see the old school back now, I guess, which I would like that. The same thing. I want to like those, and like I think like what they did with the field was pretty cool. That the end zone was sick, but I think a lot of the hate from the 2019 jerseys comes from that era of bad Jets football. You think of Adam Gase. I kind of call them like the Adam Gase jerseys. Like it reminds you of like Adam Gase and like early Saleh, and I think maybe if we had one more Wawa, look at that.
Wawa, wee-wah.
Whoa, yeah, whoa. But just stick with the jerseys for a second. I think had we had one more in those 2019 jerseys, like maybe they wouldn't be looked at as badly. And same could be said now with the rivalries, because it's like I want to bury those things. I want them burnt, shipped out to sea or buried. I don't ever want to see them again, and we are going to see them again. I wonder if they maybe do like a color rush thing where it's like you have like an alternate, maybe we'll do like all white or all gray or something like that.
Right.
I miss the color rush days. I did like them. They were like, some teams were completely hideous. I think of the Rams, like bright yellow and stuff like that. But the Jets, I mean, we pulled it off. We looked really good with that shiny green that popped.
Hmm.
But we have so many over the course of history. We have a lot of nice jerseys. It's just lately, besides our current home and away, we haven't seen them. And what's up with the black? Why haven't we worn the black all year?
All year. I like this what Johnny Boy said. That jersey was fitting for the sewer trash we are. And it's true. It's like, it's like more of the Oscar the Grouch look than anything else. Trash them. Just focus on the team.
Yeah.
And I like, I like different kind of jerseys here and there, but enough. And like we're putting way too much focus on that. And that's where I wanted to segue on this. So we did the quarterback
Before
change.
we do that,
Yeah.
can I just say something else? One more thing about them.
Yeah.
They reminded me a little bit, like the color scheme, a little bit of when Nike took over the jersey. Do you remember like the early 2000 teens? That green was like dumpster green. Like they completely butchered the. And then like certain times they had like that black square on the bottom. I don't know what that was about, but I just remember everyone's like, "Oh, I bring back the 98 to 2018 jerseys." But from
Mhm.
like 2012, whatever year Nike took over up until 2018, they were atrocious. I mean, the white was nice, but those
Ugly.
greens were atrocious.
They felt like soccer jerseys. Like, every jersey league has their feel. Like when you put on like the pinstripes or whatnot for the Mets or the Yankees, and you
Yep.
you button that up, you're like, wow, this is a baseball jersey. When I put my Argentina jersey on, I'm like, oh, well, this is a soccer jersey. Football with Reebok, it felt like very airy. Like there was like
It had all the little
something
holes in
about
them.
all the little holes, and it was a little baggy. It felt like a football jersey, even if it was like a knockoff one, but the
Hmm.
stitch ones, it felt so like a gridiron type of
Yeah, I'm wearing my
wear,
jersey.
Yeah, but when the Nike garbage came over, they destroyed every feel, man.
Yeah, it's all like that, like high press stuff, like that, the whatever it's called, like nothing stitched anymore. No, I agree. I agree.
Oh,
And just
and
talk about like the sewage. I remember I used to call those green jerseys like the dumpster green. Like it wasn't hunter green. It was like dumpster green.
yes, and the fonts and the numbers and the actual alphabets on the back of the jersey, it was spaced out. It was like larger. Like if it said
Hmm.
Sanchez, it was a whole thing. Now, like my Rogers jersey, it's like
Yep.
compressed. It's like
Yeah. No,
you
I
know what
agree.
I mean?
Oh yeah.
Horrendous. Yeah, come on, man. It's horrible. But getting to the team here, about 2 weeks ago when the change was made from Justin Fields to Tyrod, the narrative that I didn't want to understand, but it was I guess it was for the better. It was to assess the team. It was just to see what receivers are good, the running backs, the defense, whatever the case is, just to make this motor run. What have we learned the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks, even leading up to here? Mechie sucks. Ruckert is a goner. Stiggers, the entire Jets secondary, gone. The offensive coordinator doesn't know how to game plan. Brady Cook, all right, guys, including myself, we got a chance to see Brady Cook. Guess what? He is not the answer. Brady Cook is ass. Our defensive coordinator, Steve Wilkes, should not be on this coaching staff. That's it. And then as far as Aaron Glenn, he is not off the hook. You're down 21 to nothing. And then Isaiah Williams, the only good thing of this team, and that's saying a lot, that your defense is god awful, your offense is atrocious, but the only shining part of this team is your special teams. It's kind of special in my book. He runs it back for a touchdown. Again, let me underscore. We're down 21 to nothing. He scores a touchdown, Isaiah Williams, and Aaron Glenn is breakdancing again, jumping up and down. Like, really, this is beyond me what it is during these interviews with these coaches. Is it, all right, are you a cheerleader? Like, if your team scores, you're down 42 to 7. Are you going to jump up and down? Yes. All right. You know what? Let's move this guy at the top three. and out of these top three, we're gonna hire. I'm I don't think Aaron Glenn is as safe as everyone thinks here. I really don't, fellas. I know you guys are the money thing, the money, the money. I don't think he's showing a lot. In the face of adversity, you're down 21-3 and you're jumping up and down. And then when we were down like I don't know if it was 30 or something, he's smiling on the sidelines. Smiling. No one is taking these losses seriously. Nobody. Us Jet fans are there every single Sunday. I was there and I was dialoguing with Liam. I was at a bar. First time I was at a bar in a long time. And it's not only us Jet fans that are going against our own team in order to tank. I'm looking at Cincinnati Bengal fans going against their own team. The Browns fans going against their own team. You know why, Jets fans? We're going against our own team. It's not because we hate the team. We're looking at the long term. Because right now, if we look at Tankathon, which I'm going to pull up in just a little bit, we're 7. The New York Giants are first overall. If we love and we're enamored with Mendoza, rightfully so, we have to trade assets. And it becomes easier if we crack the top 5 and not giving up as much assets as if we were to be in the top 8, in which we would have to probably give up 2 first rounders, 3 first rounders, and 2 second rounders. If we break the top 5, we may just have to give up 2 first rounders, 1 second rounder, and maybe 2 third rounders to sweeten the deal. Because right now, we need to continue to lose. And thank goodness the Saints did exactly what they needed to do. Just my 2 cents.
No, you make a lot of good points. And the joking around and on the sideline. You know what's funny? I shared last week, I think you saw it too, on X. Aaron Glenn, like before the game, just firing everybody up. And I said, oh, wow, like our coach does have a personality, because like anytime they show him on the sideline, he's just sitting there like stone-faced.
Right.
And then like every once in a while you look and, there's a bad play and he's, breakdancing, or he's a backup dancer for, a 1980s band or whatever he's doing. Chris Banjo, I give him a pass.
Mhm.
Special teams has been playing very well. Isaiah, is it Isaiah Williams?
Yep.
Yes, Isaiah Williams. Yeah.
Yep.
There's so many Williams and everybody else on the team. He deserves a lot of respect. He deserves a lot of credit. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it, but it's as bad as it gets, man. It really is. And then like giving up the assets today. I think after today, I'm gonna start rooting for the losses. But even sitting there during the game, I'm like, all right, they scored a touchdown. They're up 7-0. I really thought that we were gonna respond, and then we didn't. I'm like, all right, well, maybe we could keep it close. And then it just quickly snowballed into this ugly mess. But then in the middle of the game, we had a couple of stops, and I'm like, all right, if we get a couple stops, I think we got the stop before halftime. I'm like, if we could come out with 3 or 7 before the half, and then coming out of the half, now we have a game. During the game, I'm just thinking of all these scenarios where I'm like, all right, well, maybe this could work. And I don't know what it was, but it seemed like Brady Cook has the most uncatchable passes known to man, because he was hitting John Mechie and A.D. Mitchell right in the hands. How many times? And I don't want to be too hard on them, although they do deserve a lot of the hardship that I'm going to be giving them. But over the last couple of weeks, they played pretty well. I mean, A.D. Mitchell had his first 100+ yard game. John Mechie was a touchdown machine when he first got here. I don't know. I know that's not like great like analysis, but I don't know what it is. I really don't. But after today, it's not hard to root for losses. I can't even talk right now.
No, but
I could understand it, and I wanted to see Brady Cook before I wanted to go on this full tank, but it's clear that the quarterback is not here. The quarterback of the future is not at One Jets Drive.
Clearly not. It's not. It's not Tyrod. Justin Fields will never play another snap for the New York Jets again. This was some BS, high quality. Um, this whole, oh, my knee hurts. And then last week, hey, look, we need you to at least maybe take on a Taysom Hill role on this team. No, sorry, I don't do that. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. We're paying you big time money and you don't want to
It's
do
40
that.
million. Yep.
Yeah. And then this week, we're going to elevate you to, he doesn't want to play for the Jets. He feels so heartbroken that our owner, which I know I'm going to catch some heat for this, he did what was right. I commend Woody Johnson for saying what he said. I'm paying you all this money. We have a quarterback that can't complete easy passes. I know I'm paraphrasing. Oh, you can't see that. You can't. Yeah, you can. Absolutely. You know how many games we would have won this year had Justin Fields completed these passes? Yeah, go ahead. And now the true colors are coming out. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't. Oh, my knee. My knee hurts. The knee hurts. I know. We need you to be like a decoy. No, I don't do that. Who the hell you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are, Justin Fields, to say no? Get out of here. Get the freak out of here, man. I'm done with that guy. Play Brady Cook the rest of the way. I'm out. Enjoying my
Yeah.
Wawa
I,
coffee.
I'd rather lose with Brady Cook than Justin Fields at this point, and it's just more dead money that we're gonna have to eat next year. I know I don't really care about that. I know you don't either. That's what happens when you want to keep making bad football decisions, and I don't see, like, would you have kept Rodgers for another year? Like, in hindsight, like, now looking, like, do you wish that, like, Rodgers was here for another year?
Based on how this team was constructed, there would have to be a lot of other decisions with that. You would have to keep Devontae Adams. The offensive line, you had to get a. I know at AVT wasn't injured at that point, but still the offensive line is still good. We would have been more competitive, I think. But I want to say that, but then I look at Steve Wilkes. I think it would have been more of a headache, more an internalized headache than anything else. At what point do you rebuild? Like, I think this
Yeah.
year was a necessary evil. We needed to get to this point. Now, I brought up Tankathon here. As you guys could see, there's been some shuffling since the last 24 hours. Tennessee dropped from 1 all the way to 3. The Giants, thank goodness, have the first overall draft pick, but they play against the Commanders next week. So we're hoping for the Commanders to win. These two teams we need to be at the top 2, and it's the Giants and the Titans. And please do not give me this argument that the Giants would never in their lives trade with the New York Jets. The New
It's
York
nonsense.
Giants, it's BS. The New York Giants have a franchise quarterback by the name of Jackson Dart. They need as many assets as
Yep.
possible to build around them. So if the Jets come around, let's say if they're 4th overall, and they say we're going to give you the 4th overall pick, and we'll give you one of next year's first rounders. Which one you want? At that point, you
Yep.
offer the Giants whichever first rounder they want. They want the Jets one, they want one of the Colts one, whatever you want. Let's get it out of the way. You want a second rounder? No problem. Now, let's say the Jets are there, right there at 7 or 8. The Giants, they won't entertain the Jets. They won't entertain the Jets unless the Jets offer them 3 first round picks, because there are other quarterback hungry teams here, a la the Browns, the Saints, and before anybody
See, I
starts saying, "Oh,
don't I don't know if the Browns are taking a quarterback. I find it so hard to believe. I really do.
they don't have a quarterback, Liam. They don't have a quarterback."
Shador didn't look
Shador,
terrible today.
he's not the quarterback. He's not a franchise quarterback. He is not a franchise quarterback.
Okay.
There's no way. And like if you want to go and you have Mendoza, or Dante Moore, who has extreme upside and absolutely no baggage. Like, I think a lot of people keep forgetting about that Shador Sanders bullshit that he brings. He brings a lot of nonsense. The Browns are taking a quarterback if they land the number 1 overall or if they can trade up. And keep something else in mind. They're going to have a new head coach. The new head coach wants to bring in his own quarterback. He's not going to go in there and be like, hey, they're not like, let's say if they have an opportunity to get, I'm just throwing this out there, John Gruden. John Gruden goes there and they're like, look, we're only offering you the job if you inherit Shador Sanders and you make him into a Pro Bowler. Like, all these head coaches are going to be like, nah, I don't want to sign my name on that because there's just so much baggage. That's why I think the Browns are in the hunt, and the Saints. I get it. A lot of people are like, oh, but Show is awesome. Show enough. He's not a franchise quarterback. So that's why there's a lot of these teams that are going to call up the Giants or the Titans. Now, if the Raiders land the number 1 overall pick, they're not trading that pick. No way. No way.
I don't agree with this comment. The Giants are not trading their first pick because they're probably going to draft a wide receiver. Drafting a wide receiver first overall, I don't think you have to. I mean, they need a lot of work, so I don't know. But like this whole notion that like the Jets and the Giants won't do business together. Listen, they're really not rivals. They're not. They play each other every 4 years,
Right.
and we just so happen to share a building with them. It's more of a fan rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not there's no rivalry there. It's we're not out for blood when we play the Giants, and I think we almost lost the game to Tyrod Taylor on the Giants last time they played, who had almost -8 passing yards.
Right.
And we almost lost that game. It's not a rivalry game. It's really not.
It's not it.
Where do you think all right, this is the other favorite part of the show. Let me pull up the Jets schedule. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars next week. That's probably a loss, right? I think we could all agree.
Yep.
So we have the Jaguars, the Saints, which could be a win, New England, and Buffalo, loss. So maybe one more win. Where do you think they finish? Do you think I agree with you. If we could finish within the top 5, I think we're going to be money. I don't think we're getting into the top 3. I think that's going to be maybe. All right. I don't think the Giants are getting out of the top 3. I would like to think Vegas is, but I don't know. I mean, maybe top 4. I think in any specific order, it's going to be Giants, Vegas, Tennessee, and then maybe the Saints. Did the Saints win today? They did, right? They beat Tampa?
They beat Tampa, and Show played lights out. He did play very well. Now, if the Saints beat, I believe the Saints play against the Carolina Panthers next week. Yep, they do. They win that game. The Giants
Vinny, the fans. Win. The fans. It's a fan rivalry, not an NFL rivalry.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. But the Giant fans who work for WFEN and ESPN who hate the Jets take shots at. Yeah, that's them. The Giants and the Jets, they share a damn stadium.
That's like as far as the relationship goes. Yeah.
That's it. They don't.
Listen,
like, oh my God, you pay your share.
When Koo like butchered that kick, it wasn't even a kick last week. Like I loved it. But like I highly doubt like Aaron Glenn's like looking back saying ha ha, it's like I don't think it matters. That's just my opinion.
The Giants want to get as many assets as possible to build around Dart. Now the Saints play against. Check this out. The Saints play against the Panthers. The Commanders play against I believe it's the Giants. And again, hopefully the Commanders and the Saints lose. The Jets crack the top 5 immediately. Cleveland isn't. Unless Deshaun Watson plays. He started taking snaps. So if he gets onto the field, there's a huge chance that they win. Now, then in 2 weeks, the Jets play against the Saints. At that point, we leapfrogged over them. Hopefully that the Saints beat us as well. Now, The bigger game will be the following week, Saints versus Tennessee. At that point, we hope that Tennessee can pull a miracle. They win. The Jets are now at third overall. If the Jets go to third overall and the lineup is Giants, Raiders, Jets, at that point, the Jets will have the number one overall draft pick. They will. Because if the Giants want a receiver, guess what? The Raiders aren't getting a receiver. They're not drafting a receiver at 2. The
Nope.
Giants are going to get a receiver at 3 then, or whatever they want. They're not getting a quarterback. The Raiders are. So the
Yes.
Raiders are going to want either Dante Moore or Mendoza, one of those two. Now, if the Raiders come out of left field and offer 4 first rounders to the Giants, then you know what? You take it. You beat the Jets. You beat them, even though the Jets do have more than that. But I think that's way too much. And I'll be okay with Dante Moore as long as there's a plan in place to groom this young kid. That's why the
Right.
coaching staff, it has to be shaken up this offseason. And it doesn't only just start and end with Steve Wilkes. It has to be the quarterback coach. It has to be the revisiting the offensive coordinator. Do we really want Engstrand there as offensive coordinator to groom this young QB? What else is there? What kind of facets are there? There's a bunch of things that we have to look at. And also, we got to look at the Colts too. There's something that occurred with them
Yep.
right here. Let me pull this up in case someone's living under a rock. But guess what happened here? Let me see. Damn it. I don't got it. Thought I had it. Anyway, what's his name?
No, hold on.
Oh,
We do
yeah.
have it. I have
Oh,
it. Hold on.
I got it.
No, yep,
There.
got it.
That's right. Here, look. Check this out. This guy is
Oh
out
wait,
for
hold
the
on.
season.
Sorry, hold on. Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
This guy's out for the season, fellas. He's out for
Yeah.
the season. The Jets have that pick. The Cowboys continue to lose. What we could possibly have 2 picks in the top 10. First time since we drafted Sauce and Wilson. So again, if we hold the 3rd overall draft pick and the Giants say, I want your 3rd overall and your 10th overall, no, that's it. You do it. Because all these fans that want to change the culture, you change the culture with the quarterback. That's how you change. That's your first step. Look at the Buffalo Bills. Culture
Yeah.
changer.
I'm
Josh
just
Allen.
I'm reading here. I shared it earlier on X. Jake Asman brought up a really good point on Twitter. If the Colts miss the playoffs, the Jets are guaranteed a top 18 spot from Indy.
Oh my God. Huge.
So
Yeah, no. They're getting that. They're
yeah.
getting that.
So I mean that there is a path, and the Giants could definitely get a huge wide receiver, or I don't know if they're gonna want like another running back too. I like Scatabo and Tracy and everything, but like I don't know if that's the answer. They need some help on defense too. They need like everything.
Mm-hmm.
They really do. So it's like wherever they're picking, it's gonna be worth it for them.
It all depends on the coach that they get. Well, they're revamping the whole entire thing.
I'm hearing reports. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard reports that they're actually interested in Salah.
Yes, I heard that. I heard Belichick is a possibility.
I don't think he wants it though. I think he's kind of like done.
Yeah, after what he went through with North Carolina. Oh my goodness.
And he's
It's a
dating that
wrap.
22-year-old. It's what he wants to go through as well.
Yes, absolutely, without a doubt. He doesn't want to go this route with the Giants.
I don't even know if like I mean I'm not really carefully watching all these potential coaching candidates,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't really care. That's kind of their problem, But hold on, I was just reading something here. Do you think the Colts draft a quarterback?
No.
So I don't think so either. Who's their backup? It was some new guy, right? I think.
Horrendous, horrible. It
Is
was
he?
some guy there. I don't know. Curtis Painter.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm telling you. No,
So, looking at the Achilles, I saw also that he's on track to be playing potential like he's could potentially come back in September. Daniel
Daniel
Jones.
Jones.
Daniel
Probably
Jones, yes.
what Aaron Rodgers did. What 2 years ago? He expedited that healing process. So I see him probably August. August, he's back. Like
For training
what
camp, maybe.
for training camp. What Aaron Rodgers did, man, I'm telling you, if the Jets, and we all knew this, if the Jets were in playoff contention, he would have definitely came back. 100%.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
know,
he
I
would've.
think a lot of owners wanted to see that so that they could have some leverage against the players. And the players did not want to see Aaron Rodgers come back because that's
No.
an in-season injury, guaranteed you're out. But just for the mere fact that he was running sprints, what was it, 11 weeks, 13,
Yeah,
12 weeks later,
throwing passes. Yeah, he was on the practice field in December.
players were pissed. And look at Deshaun Watson. What happened to him? Did he tear his
Yeah, I
Achilles too?
think so. Didn't he tear, like, his he tore, like, both like, something in both of his legs, I think. Like, he was, like, paralyzed not paralyzed, but he was I don't know. I don't know. How is he still in the league?
He's there
I
because
know, like, not even just talk about, like, all of his, like, legal stuff, it's like, I feel like he's been on the Browns forever and just, like, never played for them.
3 years. It was a 3-year contract, right? Wasn't it a 3-year or 4-year
Remember, a
contract?
lot of Jet fans wanted to trade for him too.
I wanted him.
I didn't want
I
him.
wanted him. I wanted him. Just like I want Joe Burrow if he becomes available, which is highly unlikely. He threw one of the worst picks today, but
He'd fit right in.
fits right in, right in, perfect. It's my kind of guy. Now, as far as defensive coordinator, I really like Jim Leonard, man. I would love Jim
Oh,
Leonard here.
yeah.
Bring that fire, that youth movement here,
I like
especially
that.
at defensive coordinator.
W
You know,
is he coaching somewhere right now?
thought he was with the Broncos.
Let me look.
Like
Let me look.
I believe that he was with the Broncos. Have you seen what Sean Payton has done with the
Yes.
Broncos? Oh my goodness, man!
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely, it took him a couple years, but he's back. Yeah, let's see, Jim Leonard. He is, let's see, former NFL safety and current defensive pass game coordinator and assistant head coach to the Denver
Sh-
Broncos. Assistant
Get
head
him in,
coach.
get him in, man.
Yeah, I'd bring him in a heartbeat.
Get him in
That's a name
immediately.
that's kinda like I guess, like, an out of the box name. I didn't even think about that.
Uh, yo,
It
as soon as
almost
I
feels
heard that
like
he
he
was
would wanna
coaching,
be like it seems like he would want a head coaching gig, though. Like, are you gonna leave being a
that's
defensive coordinator just to come somewhere else and be a defensive coordinator and not the assistant head coach?
right.
I'll tell you, I don't think Tanner Engstrand is going anywhere, but you already know the name that I wanna bring in with him, Brian Dable.
Mm,
He won't have to move,
I
keep his
agree.
house in Jersey. Unless, like, I don't know, he might wanna take a I don't think he's getting another head coaching gig right away, like, he'd have to go be, like, a coordinator somewhere.
You
Now let me
know,
ask you, would you fire Tanner Engstrand and hire Brian Dable if Brian Dable wanted the the offensive coordinator gig, would you fire Tanner Engstrand and bring him in?
yes,
I would too.
I'm all about getting
The best guy.
the best coordinators, the best head coach in order to get the best result. Right now, when's the last time that the Jets have competency at the coordinator positions? It's like they're learning on the job. Mike LaFleur learning on the job. Todd Bowles learning on the job. Sala learning on the job. Um, it's just the same stuff over and over.
Mhm.
And this year, Mac Jones. Watch the Jets get Mac Jones. You know what? At this point, get me quarterbacks that will compete with each other. I don't want to hand the quarterback, whoever it is, the job. Like Justin Fields did not merit the job. It should have been a competition. But no, because we're paying him what, 20 million a year.
Hmm.
That's his job. You don't want to hurt his feelings. That's the job. That's the job.
But now we asked something of him, and he doesn't want to do that job.
No, I don't want to do that job.
But
That's
but
not
you know, we
cool.
couldn't take his job away from him. I've lost a
Mm.
lot of respect for him. You know, like there was a part of the season where I felt bad for him.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know, like, and then like you see, like I was like really happy when he beat the Bengals. I'm like, all right, you know, like, and you know, for him to be like, I don't agree with the whole crying thing. Like, you know, you're a grown man. Sorry, but that's just
Yeah.
how I feel.
It's
And then like
true.
I hear he was like crying, but like I'm like, all right, you know, I kind of felt for the kid a little bit. But now, if that's true, where you're just blatantly saying I don't want to do my job, then like you could just f all the way off.
That's what I'm saying. I think Woody has a big part of that as well. I think
Good.
if Woody, imagine Woody, man, like hearing that, hey, look, how's Justin doing? He's okay. We benched him this week. Oh, okay. Did you ask him maybe to contribute in any way? We did. We tried to see if we could just use him on some trick plays. Oh, okay, so we'll see him this week. No, he declined. This is what happens when you guarantee these mediocre players these kind of contracts. So now they have the upper hand.
As
And
much as I like that little discourse you had there, I highly doubt Woody is asking those questions though.
I
I
don't
don't know. I
know.
will, because you know what's funny? Aaron Glenn a few weeks ago was saying that like him and Woody talk like every day, and Woody wants to. What I wonder what those conversations are like. Like, what does a conversation with Woody Johnson entail? That's really what I want to know.
Want to know? Let's,
I,
let's role play. Let's role play. I know it's a
sure.
family show. You be Aaron Glenn. I'll be Woody. Monday morning. Monday morning.
All right, I'm
Monday morning.
dancing. I'm dancing. I'm getting
Oh,
it,
all right.
just
Hey,
like
oh, hey,
him.
count my money.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, AG.
Hey,
How is it? How is it? B.
it's be good.
Good, good, good. How's practice?
Large ships turn slowly, man. You ever
Yeah,
play
no,
with Legos, by the way?
I I just finished that about 5 minutes ago. I'm almost done with the little rocket ship, but it's good. I'm getting there,
Piece by piece.
brick by brick.
Yep.
Just like my son. But how you been though? Like, is everything okay mentally? Are you still at it? Do you still feel that your plan is being kind of warped together, and these guys are still believing in you?
What kind of question is that?
It's I thought about it all night. I wrote it, and it took me some time to memorize it. But sorry if I hurt your feelings.
No, you're good, man. Just next question.
How's Justin doing? Because I feel bad for Justin. I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, you know what? I talk too much sometimes. But with that being said, I'm the owner. But I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
Right.
Is he doing better?
He's doing all right. You know, I'm starting to get a little worried about all that money we gave him. I saw him behind me in Taco Bell. I like your chain, by the
Sorry,
way.
45 is still on weighs heavy on me.
Yeah.
I'm 47. But you know what? God bless you.
Thanks.
What goes around though is, I don't know if this is true, Aaron, but did Justin Fields deny playing last week?
Yes.
Why?
He don't do that.
And what did you do? Did you discipline him?
No.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Guess what?
What?
You're fired.
Thank God. Thank God.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Let me call. I just gotta make a phone call real quick. Dan Campbell.
Good. 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 You know who we're putting in your place?
Who?
Steve Wilkes.
Good luck.
he's good. He's a good guy. He's
Very.
very good.
Let me tell you, man. I wouldn't want anybody else on my staff. You know, he was my first choice, my only choice. And I looked at him and I said, he is going to be my replacement.
He's got a good game face. He has a good roster on his face.
Good roster.
Very good roster.
He, you know, I could just like imagine like Woody's office, like he's just coloring whatever, and then like Brick's playing Madden.
Mm.
You know,
Mad. A lot of Epstein shit going on.
yeah, just emails and
he's on that list, 100%.
Well, the email came out that he hired like a prostitute or something. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Or he was talking to, I don't remember the exact detail, but I mean, I really do feel for like everybody involved. Terrible. But this could be the way to get him out. Rightfully so. And just like not just on like the whole like Woody's bad as like an owner thing. If you have done wrong and like then you deserve to go. If you have
Right.
done something wrong and you are guilty of it, there's no place for that in the NFL.
And then the best part is like fans are like, "Oh no, he doesn't have to sell it. Chris would take over. Chris is on that list as well."
Yeah, you'd got to get rid of from like the Johnson family. You'd have to.
Out, man. Just have someone that really gives a crap about the team.
I got to be honest though, I have a feeling that like if we were to hire someone like a new owner, they'd be like worse than Woody Johnson. I could just see it. Right? Like wait, like let's say like hypothetically like this happens at the end of the season. Woody sells the team, somebody comes in. Chris is not better than Woody though. Don't even go there. He is not. He's the one that hired Adam Gase. He's terrible.
It would be Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett, yeah. And then like 10 years from like now, our kids are gonna be doing like a podcast like, oh, they don't know how good they had it. They had Woody Johnson. That's what it's gonna be. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness.
I would be honest though, I would say that Woody is a better owner than Christopher. Because like, say what you want, Woody has spent in the past. I don't blame him for not spending this year, to be completely honest with you. After that whole like Rodgers and Devontae Adams thing blew up in their face, like I'd be like, listen, first time head coach, like you're gonna build this thing your way. We hired you to be the head coach so you can develop players. I don't want to get all these veterans in here. So, but yeah, to be fair, like he does spend the money. He changed the uniforms back. I know it's something small and the fans wanted it, but as much crap as we want to give him, like there's been a couple, I give him the credit for spending the money. Granted, it's our money, and I give him the credit for listening to the fans and switching back to the logos that we all like.
Give me Woody over Chris any day, just based off of how Chris talks. Like whenever like they ask him questions, he's like, "Oh,
sounds like Michael Jackson talking."
I can't do it. It's official. It is official. Let's see if I can pull this up here. Really sad news. Very, very sad news. But they were playing with fire already for the last 3 weeks. Check this out, guys.
This is news to me because I don't know where you're going with this.
Let me see here. Son of a gun, man. I don't know why I can't bring it up. But Daniel Jones ruptured Achilles tendon. Sucks, man.
Rough,
really sucks.
Prayers up for him.
You know what sucks the most about that is they knew that he had a slightly fractured was it tibia or something like that.
Yeah.
And they continue to trot him out there. What did you expect to happen?
The NFL with their whole safety thing, it's all nonsense too.
Of course it is.
I don't think I'm really breaking any news there, but
no, but it's just constant on this. When is Nick Folk going to retire? Like we needed Nick Folk last year, dude. Last year we needed him. Now he's making everything.
Good. I like Nick Folk. I want him back next year.
He ain't coming back next year.
You don't know that.
He ain't putting himself through that shit. Oh man.
Remember last week when we were doing the post game show? I remember saying the look on his face walking out there in the rain, you know, in the wind to go kick a game winning field goal for the freaking Jets. The look on his face is like, I'm just getting way too old for this.
Yes. Not only that, like he's so chubby now.
He
Like
is.
he's chubby.
He is
Like
chubby.
when he kicked for us like in 2009, 2000, like slim,
Yeah,
ripped,
it's shape.
you
Yeah.
knew it. Yeah, now he just comes out there like, like halftime, like, just downing like 9 beers, like, all right,
Yeah. He's like
Se-
ripping a couple butts in the back room, and he comes
Sebastian
out.
Janikowski's his best friend
Yeah. Hangs out with Joey Diaz all the time.
all day, all day. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Let me see here if I can.
Yeah, I thought I saw him at the concession stand during halftime. I'm like, he's ahead of me in line. I'm like, you gonna order or you gonna get back down there? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they don't need me now. I'm not part of the script yet.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I think he was talking. Here, let me pull this up here. Ah, here we go. You're gonna like this one. Here, he's going to describe his experience of coming back to the Jets. We're talking about Nick Folk, fellas. Nick Folk, team MVP. You ready?
Sure.
Sure. Why not? We're gonna get canceled.
It's very fun. It was interesting walking back in the building the first time for the workout. The bones, this place was saying, there's some lipstick here, new locker room, new pictures on the wall and stuff like that. But it's fun to be back. I've enjoyed my time here. Longest time I've had at any team. So it's kind of like a football home.
He hates it here. He cannot wait until the season is done and he could just go MIA and you just can't, he's going to be in the back of milk cartons. Where is Nick Folk?
Yeah.
I don't know where he is.
Yeah.
He's somewhere in Iraq.
He thinks the war's still going on. He's like ready,
Look, I'm out of here. Best coach that the Jets have had this year is Banjo.
100%.
Wow, man. That guy, we found a diamond in the rough, man. What a beast he is.
Yeah.
What a
I liked him
beast.
as a player too years ago.
That's right. I keep forgetting that. That is right.
See, like the whole reason that they brought in a lot of ex-players as coaches is so they can relate to the players. It's a good
Yes.
idea. Like I've been in your shoes and stuff like that. Glad to know that Aaron Glenn, who was a part of the worst assembled team in Jet history, but the worst record, that 1 in 15 year or 1 in 16, whatever it was at the time. So yeah, he can 100% relate.
100%.
You know?
It's so sad that it's very synonymous to Rich Kotite. Very sad, man. It's like there's some weeks that I want to give him slack. I'm like, you know what? He's connecting with the team. They're playing hard. But when you see this, what we saw today, Tua I think he was winless in games that are this
Yes,
cold, believe it or not.
under 46 degrees.
Guess what?
And he's also 6-0 against the Jets though.
Wow.
He's never lost to the Jets, which I didn't know that. Like I that didn't seem right to me.
Imagine that.
Because Rodgers in his last game
Mhm.
with the Jets, they beat the Dolphins. I don't know who the quarterback was though.
Right, he wasn't playing. I
I
forgot
thought
who
he was though. I don't remember who the quarterback was, but
It was Skylar Thompson.
might have been.
Skylar, isn't that the wife of Walt?
Yes, in Breaking Bad, yes.
Yes. He beat her.
Skylar White, yeah.
Skylar White. That's fantastic, man.
Oh man.
I wanted to play this.
I guess Mike McDaniels is Flynn.
Yes. That is great.
Yeah.
I just wanted to play this real quick. The whole Mendoza thing. Like, I like this fairy tale kind of thing. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. So undo post in. Okay. So I don't know if you saw this, and I would like to pick your brain on this.
Sure.
And you let me know if you think that he will be able to handle the New York media. And I'm very pro Mendoza. Very pro. Very, very.
I think I know what you're going to show me already.
This right here, I think the media was nice, especially in the New York area. They were very nice. But if this were to happen here, like let's say if he beats the Pats
Yep.
and the Jets are 3-0, just 3-0, and he comes out with this.
I want to give all the glory to God. We were never supposed to be in this position, but by the glory of God, the great coaches, great teammates, everyone we have around us, we were able to pull this off. Whoever thought the Hoosiers would be here, but now the Hoosiers are flipping champs. Let's go.
You guys call yourself a bunch of misfits who found the right home at Indiana. Why was this the right place for this group?
It's the right place. We're process oriented. We're going day by day. Whether it's the offensive line, the defense, the coaches, special teams, we're all process oriented to one goal. That's our thing, is we're brothers. We can drag teams into the deep end because we know that we're going to stick together.
How did he go from that serious? But it started
as he's doing this interview, he's thinking to myself, "Oh my God, I'm going to be a New York Jet next year."
Right, that's the first part of it, and then he's like, "You know what? I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm not a New York Jet yet.
Right, I can still be a mechanic."
Yeah,
right. Possibility of being a Jet. Possibility of
mechanic.
being in school.
Yeah, stay in school, kids.
Oh my God, how did he flip like that?
I don't know.
What
I don't want to. I don't want to make fun of him because, like, I get the message. He's dude. That was a weird thing. That I get it though. He's excited. He has every right to be. In all seriousness, he. I think after yesterday, he solidified that he's going to be an NFL quarterback, and I'm happy for him. He threw a God in there, which is always a great thing.
Yes, I agree.
And he didn't say anything wrong. I mean, it's just like his tone. I know Antonio Brown gave him a cracker of the week or whatever it was on X.
Right.
But he deserves it. I'm happy for him.
Well, I just want to break down his performance from yesterday. And
Sure.
This is what I wanted to show you. Yes, that interview was, that's him, right? He's very passionate,
Right, yeah,
whatever. That's cool. I was just like, wow, that's a little bit much for me, but it is what it is. I like what he brings. This was his performance last night, and I thought, like you said, this solidifies who's going number one, and it's not going to be more. You guys can see it, right?
We are totally getting canceled.
Totally. Check this out. No, it's under a minute. We're good. And check it out.
25. Hemby in the backfield. Mendoza throwing on first down underneath at 4th of 41. Mendoza to throw it with time. Bounces out. Mendoza wants to run it. Dumps it down. Nice. 22. Mendoza sideline throw on the end of the 25. Mendoza without one of his weapons. Near far side. Caught the Indiana 36. Mendoza goes through his play action. Mendoza over the middle. Caught. He threw it. Mendoza sideline. Caught. Guess 24. Mendoza. Charlie B.
I'm going to stop it right there. He throws everything.
Yeah.
Everything. He's mobile. He got everything, man. Everything that you want. That's why if the Titans are there first overall, the Giants are there first overall, it's the Jets. It belongs to the Jets. The Jets have all the assets. Do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
I don't know why. I'm just read these comments.
I love that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. We got to chop that one up.
Oh, that was the best one.
Yeah, I was in the middle of reading.
Oh my gosh, that would be so Jets. The
Yeah,
Jets. Oh, we're good. We just traded up. We just traded like 4 first rounders.
and
We
he's
select Mendoza,
not
and he's like,
going.
"F you, F you." I'm sorry, I can't play for the Jets.
Next thing you know, it's like New England will like take him anyway. You
The
know?
Rams out of nowhere. The Rams are gonna come out of nowhere.
Yeah, but
Oh my god.
I just lost my train of thought here now. Thinking of that.
Sorry, man.
No, it's
now you know
okay.
how Mendoza feels. Oh my
No,
no,
yeah.
I'm with Adirondack. I'm with him.
Oh,
Mendoza is going to be a winner in the NFL no matter what, where he goes. He sees the entire defense. And what he did with Indiana is not a football program. They're a basketball program.
hmm
They're about
Yep.
to win the national championship because of that dude.
Now let me just say this too, and like a lot of people don't seem to understand this. I really think that when Darren Muji traded Sauce and Quinnen Williams and acquired all of these draft picks, I think he did it with the intent of not using all of them. I think he used it as ammo to trade up in the draft so the Jets could win some games this year, establish that culture, and still get Mendoza.
Maybe.
That's my personal opinion. Now, in a perfect world, we would still be in position to get him, but I don't think that's in a perfect world for Darren Muji. I think he really wants to win. Like, I don't buy this whole tank thing. I think they really do want to win, and they're using the draft capital to move up in the draft. That's just my personal opinion.
You know, and I get it. You're probably right. I think initially when that happened, I think that was the thought process. But I honestly feel these GMs, these head coaches know that they have limited time in the NFL at their respective positions. They need to strike. They need to get their franchise quarterback. They can't be like these armchair fans on Twitter and these spaces that say, "Oh, yeah, this year's crop isn't that great. Let's wait until Archie comes out in 2027." And they can't do that because 2027 is not guaranteed that Muji and Aaron Glenn are going to be here. It's not going to happen. So if the Jets have all of these assets, mark my word, they're going to try everything that they can to change the culture by getting a quarterback of Mendoza's capabilities.
Right.
Like not for nothing. Look at the Jaguars. All right, I get it. Generational talent in Trevor Lawrence, but they're in games.
Yeah.
They had to get a head coach in Liam Cohen that could exploit his attributes, his intangibles. The Jets don't have that.
No.
Just think about it, right? But when before they drafted Lawrence, they had a guy named Minshew.
Yep. Gardner
Who is
Minshew.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's good. You got to surround them with play. He's a shit show.
Yeah,
He's a backup. That's
he's
it.
bounced around. Yeah, he's a veteran backup.
But Trevor's there. Trevor is showing this year. He's coming of age. He has a legit head coach, and a franchise quarterback can save GMs and the head coach. Case in point, look at Bill Belichick. I remember Belichick was the head coach of the Browns. First thing that he did with the Browns was he released Bernie Kosar, an icon, an idol in Ohio. For who? For Vinny Testaverde. That was the first thing that he did. He's like, I'm not going to win games with Bernie. And he changed Cleveland around just for a little bit. Then he got canned. When he had his second stint as a head coach, Liam, he wasn't going to win any Super Bowls with Drew Bledsoe.
Right.
Jack, what,
Mm-hmm.
with nothing. But he got a franchise quarterback in Tom Brady, but serendipitous.
Yeah, they didn't know that they had a franchise quarterback.
No idea. No idea.
Don't worry. His old friends at the New York Jets, they knew.
The Jets, yes. Like, look at us fans, right? Here we're fantasizing that Brady Cook is like you texted me earlier. He's like, "Yo, Brady Cook runs like Tom Brady."
He does.
but he throws like
See, like I don't
Luke
know.
Falk.
Yes, but there was so many times where like his passes were pretty accurate. They looked like they were right on the money. I don't know if it's more of like a catching problem or a throwing problem. See, I'm gonna say it's a throwing problem. I'm gonna give AD Mitchell and Mechie the benefit of the doubt because we've seen them in the past throw some balls. I mean, catch some balls. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if he's gonna be playing next week with the groin injury. I mean, I was listening to the press conference after the game. Aaron Glenn doesn't know yet. But it's like, here we go again with this whole quarterback carousel, and he's probably going to be a jerk to the media all week and not say. But if you were Aaron Glenn, would you just roll with Brady Cook for the rest of the year? There's like,
Yes,
you would, right?
without a doubt, and I think that might come from Woody Johnson as well. He doesn't want Justin Fields playing. It's 4 more weeks. It's all about trying to get Mendoza. What's the overall plan? And I know fans feel that teams don't tank, but right now with 4 weeks remaining, losses count more than wins, especially when you have assets. It's the difference between giving an additional first rounder to move up, or just giving just 2, and then a couple of bit like some other assets too. There's another name that I want to throw out there, and a lot of fans might be upset with this, but you guys have to. Oh, even my soul was like, oh, I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think you should say this. Yeah.
Yeah. But Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is not safe, fellas. He's not safe. He's not. I love Garrett Wilson, but if it is what it takes to move to number 1, Garrett Wilson is gone. And now the narrative is going to be, well, who's he going to throw it to? That is going to be up to Darren Muji, because I'd rather have a franchise freaking quarterback than a franchise wide receiver.
Would you do this?
Yes. Like I don't understand this. I don't understand the infatuation of keeping a receiver instead of getting the possibility of a franchise quarterback. And you're unloading a huge contract. And in due time, why not? Why not? What has Garrett Wilson done at this point that you would say, nope, I wouldn't do it for a potential franchise quarterback? Nope. Nope. All right, so you know what? Let's continue to suck. Let's continue to get our Mac Jones next year. Let's go with a Drew Allar coming off of injury. Let's go with a Kirk Cousins next year. Let's continue this going on. No problem.
The Chiefs moved on from Tyreek Hill.
Ain't that something?
I got to be honest with you, Dan. Like, I have always been very pro Garrett Wilson is the only safe player. I would do that in a heartbeat. It's worth a shot. You could find receivers later on in the draft, because if you're only giving up if you're giving up your first, we still have at least. Granted, the Colts are not making the playoffs now. We're gonna have at least 18. You could get a solid number 1 wide receiver there. And see, like on one hand, it's like I don't want to create more holes, which that would be doing. But you have your guy, you have your franchise quarterback. You could build around him now. And that's what you need. It all starts with getting your quarterback. We have our offensive line in place. We have some solid tight ends. Get another number 1 receiver. And then defense, they need a lot of work. I mean, we got to get some linebackers early on in the draft.
Check this out. And I love this, actually.
Sure.
So 2009.
Why are we close?
Am I close?
I'm slowly. Yeah, I'm going to slowly back away.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Because I'm reading this stuff. 2009 with, here we go.
Sanchez. Yep.
Sanchez. I'm going to bring this up. This is pre trading for Braylon Edwards. This
Yep.
is why I would trade Garrett Wilson if that's what it takes. As much as I like the guy, but if the Giants are at number 1 overall and they're like, hey, we want your first and Garrett Wilson, no problem. Look, wide receivers. This is what Sanchez went into. David Clowney, Jericho Cotchery, Britt Davis, Brad Smith, Chancey Stuckey.
That's still a pretty good wide receiver room with Jericho Cotchery and Brad Smith.
Well, Brad Smith, remember, he was more of a gimmick guy.
Yeah,
So
yes, he was.
Right? And then once things started flowing and the Jets kind of figured out, you know what, we got something in Sanchez. Then they pulled the trigger and they traded for Braylon Edwards. That's why, to me, Garrett Wilson is part of the asset that we
Didn't they
have
trade for Santonio Holmes too? Was
the
that
following
the
year.
same? That was this following. Okay.
The following year. As soon as we got Braylon Edwards, we got really good.
Yes.
I'm not diminishing the fact that a young quarterback needs a big time receiver. I'm not diminishing that. But the first part to build something, the foundation is the offensive line, which the Jets have right now, a run game. We don't know if Breece Hall is going to come back next year. We have no idea. But with that being said, we have no quarterback. We have no quarterback. And here we are as Jet Fit. No, we wouldn't trade Garrett Wilson. No way. He's too good. We'd rather suck and have a dependable wide receiver. He hasn't seen the field in like 4 weeks.
Yeah. I just want to look up something here.
I don't know. I'm just a little flabbergasted with this whole thing, man. Like,
is Justin Jefferson hurt?
I thought he played this year. This week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the yeah. All right, never mind. Don't mind me. Yeah. So, what are the possibilities? Would you be willing to trade for Justin Jefferson?
And after we land our
Mendoza. Yeah, we have Mendoza. We got rid. Let's say, for argument's sake, we traded Garrett Wilson, and at first we got Mendoza. The Vikings, I don't know what they're doing. I don't think. I mean, I know they had a big game today, but I don't think JJ McCarthy's the answer. Like long term over there, I think it's like the Commanders. I mean, they beat them down today, so I don't know. But over these last couple of weeks, Justin Jefferson hasn't been producing the numbers.
Yo, if that's the case, like if you're telling me that in 2026 we go into the season with Mendoza and Jefferson, that is what a home run. What a home run. Give me Justin Jefferson over Garrett Wilson any day.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
It's not even a question. Like that's
that's probably where all your draft capital is going to go, between trading up for him, for Mendoza, and then trading for Justin Jefferson. Like I said, is that mostly like that's a pipe dream? Probably not available. But if I'm just looking around the league, as an outsider looking in, I don't know what the consensus on Justin Jefferson is. Like I'm pretty involved with fantasy football, and I know a lot of Jefferson owners are not happy. Right. And let's look at his stats today. Let's see. Hold on. Justin Jefferson, 2 receptions for 11 yards.
Yeah, he's not happy.
And I don't think that this was like a one-time thing. I'm pretty sure. Let's see where he is for the year. Hold on.
Like not for nothing. I want to show you guys something.
All right, so let's continue with it. All right. Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. This is bad, actually. So September 8th, which is week 1. I'm just going to go through this quickly. 4 receptions for 44 yards, 1 touchdown. On the whole season so far, he has 2 touchdowns and 810 yards. So week 2, which is against Atlanta, 3 receptions for 81 yards, no touchdown. Against Cincinnati again. Against Cincinnati, 5 touchdowns, 75 yards. I'm sorry, 5 receptions, 75 yards, no touchdowns. Against Pittsburgh, 10 receptions, 126. Cleveland, 7 receptions for 123. October 19th, 5 receptions for 79. Chargers, 7 receptions for 74. Detroit, 6 receptions for 47 yards and 1 touchdown. That's where his last touchdown came from. He hasn't scored a touchdown since November 2nd. Against Baltimore, 4 receptions for 37 yards. Chicago, 5 receptions, 61 yards. And here's where it starts to get ugly. Against Green Bay, 4 receptions for 48 yards. 2 weeks ago against Seattle, 2 receptions for 4 yards. And then today, 2 receptions for 11 yards. He's not happy.
He's not. Let me ask you something. Do you remember who the quarterback for the Houston Texans was before they drafted CJ Stroud?
Yes. Well,
Who was it?
before they drafted for CJ Stroud.
That year.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Me neither. Do you remember the wide receiver? Their top receiver.
Before?
Yeah, before they drafted CJ Stroud. Do you
Was
remember?
it Hopkins?
No idea.
I see what you're
No
doing
idea.
here.
No idea.
Just
guess
looking
what?
at this comment here, though. Yeah, no, I get it. You're unloading that contract, but yet you're bringing in Jettas.
Check it out. Check this out. They're 7-5. This is what a franchise quarterback does in Kansas City.
Running back. Fake by Stroud, looking for something deep, and downfield he goes. Nico Collins goes up together.
Nico Collins.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you have a franchise quarterback, the other pieces come in. That's where your GM, that's why he gets paid to form a foundation around the biggest piece of your franchise, and that's your quarterback. So don't give me this. Oh, you can't get rid of Garrett. Can't get rid of him. Stop, guys. We need a franchise quarterback. Davis Mills. Oh, and that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I love this, and I thank you for this. So Davis Mills, who's the backup quarterback right now, the Houston Texans said that's not the guy. No way can we go into the next year with like the D'Amico Ryans. We can't. They got CJ Stroud, man. And I don't know. They pulled this season right out of their ass, man. They were left for dead. They were left for dead. But having a franchise quarterback and a legit head coach,
Anything's possible.
anything. Now for the Jets. But it starts in April. But it started now.
Yeah, so it's already started.
Continue to lose your games. Let the other teams keep losing. Crack the top 5. Just crack the top 5, man.
Well, I only see one more win. I only see I'm not saying I want it, but I see them beating the Saints.
I don't see them beating the Saints. Not in New Orleans. If it was here, probably you're
Is
right.
it in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, maybe not then.
I bought a Saints shirt.
Did you?
I'm gonna wear it in 2 weeks.
You should.
I'm gonna wear it. I got it from 47. Nice.
Mm.
It's nice. It's a nice shirt. Because I can't pull for the Jets. I can't.
I got to be honest with you. I had this on. I'm sick.
I know. Yeah. No, me too.
You get it. You got to be.
You got to be sick. I'm a Jet fan through and through, man. No matter what, but it just sucks, man. Like I want this to stop. I hate rooting against the Jets. Like when's the last time you yelled a touchdown, man? Like week 1.
Week 1, I was excited.
Yeah, me too, man. Week 1.
And I remember all off season long, like ever since like they brought in Glenn and like did like this whole tear down, I was telling my uncle, I was like, yeah, like don't expect them to be good this year. And then he's like, I think they're going to be better than you think. We might have something. Glenn's a good guy, like he was like trying to sell it to me. And then like we would be like watching like preseason. He's like, see? And I'm like, all right, yeah, like maybe like the running ability with Justin Fields could
Right.
overcome a lot. And then week 1, he's like, you're telling me you don't think we have our guys? And then week 2 against Buffalo, I texted him, do you think you have your guys?
I hated that week 2 game, man. I couldn't.
That's
stand
really
it.
where like all of this, like week 1 was such a high, man. It was so it just felt like we were there, right? Like didn't it just feel like, all right, like this team is built for anything?
It felt like it was going to be a really fun season. It
It
felt
did.
like we were going to be competitive. If we could play like this every week, just to be in games, that the culture could change from one season to the next. Justin Fields balled the freak out, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, man, that bootleg, 4th down, walked into the end zone. Like he's going to prove
Doing
everybody
the
wrong.
jet plane and everything.
Yeah. Who want to fly with the...
Yeah.
You can't fly a plane when it can't even take off. So not good. Not too smart. Oh, this guy. What's his name? Edwards.
This guy, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There was so many players
Just
today
if-
that I don't know if it's just because of, like, I did not know a lot of those players. Like I texted you, like Walker. Who the hell is Walker? And then I saw somebody that
Texas
had
Ranger.
yes. I saw somebody with King. I'm like, who's King?
And now they're just playing with chess pieces.
Yeah, it's like anybody that just like so happens to like walk by like the Jets facility, like, hey, get in here,
What?
They just
What
throw.
are you-
They start like throwing footballs at him. If they catch him, they invite him in, And then they put him on
Unbelievable.
defense.
Right. You play safety. Okay.
Okay, yeah. That's the other thing I wanted to touch on today.
Uh-huh.
There were so many opportunities today to get an interception, and we just can't. Like it was just in players' hands, and I'm like, oh my god! Like it's just frustrating. It's like one of those things, where it's like nobody knows besides Jet fans like that it's a big deal, but
Right.
it's like one of the things for us that it's a big deal.
Nobody knows. Like being at the bar today, nobody even knows that the Jets don't even have an interception. Nobody knows. Nobody could even care less. Like it was just one TV set playing the Jet game. They had the Steelers game. Obviously, I'm in PA, but you had like the Buffalo game on like 4 TVs. You had like the Browns game on 9 TVs. The Jet game was like on just one little, like a little projection type of screen.
Yeah, me too, James. Me too.
What
Yeah,
is
so
that?
yeah, I could just like imagine you like right in like by like the bathroom in the corner, right? They give you like a blurry TV, stale popcorn.
I was like the moment I walked in, right? Because I drove and we were just down 21-0. I'm like, all right, this looks about right.
Yeah.
So bad. Like I was listening to Tyson, because I could not listen to the game, right? Because I'm out of range. Then I was listening to Green Bean.
You should have called me. I would have given you a play-by-play.
We have to do a live stream. I really wanted to do the Saints live stream, but I'm going to be working that Sunday. I really wanted to do the live stream that Sunday.
We'll make it happen.
Against the Saints.
Do it from work.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Just bring like a laptop or something and stream there. Have the game on your phone and just work.
Oh my goodness, dude. So let me see here. Oh, love Frankie V. I'm gonna pop this up. Talking about going out with no picks. Check this out. No, Frankie V's a man from U Stadium. Check this out. This is a great stat.
To quote Pat McAfee, friend of the program.
The program.
We've had him on
here. He's awesome, Frankie.
We potentially have a guest coming on Thursday night. It's been a while since we've had a guest.
It has been a while.
Nobody wants to talk about this team.
Nobody likes us. Nobody likes the team. Let me see here. Share the screen. And all right, courtesy of Frankie Vitz. Wow, shit. That's gonna be tough. All right, I think it's easier like this. Okay, so this is where they stack. The Bears have 18 picks. Think about that. 18.
Over what?
This year, they
They have
have
18.
18
How?
interceptions. I
They
have no idea.
Picks. I'm thinking draft picks. I'm like,
No,
oh,
no. Interceptions. Check
okay.
this
Well, I
out.
can't see. I don't know where this is going. So,
Here. Oh, am I? It's on there. It's on the screen.
no, yeah, it's on screen. It's not very clear or big.
Well, you want this?
No, that's where you're just gonna have to read it because I
I'm
don't.
gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. So the top of the list is the Bears. They're at 18 interceptions. The next one right here is the Seattle Seahawks at 15. Now let's go in the middle of the pack. Arizona, the Cardinals have 9. Keep going down. The Tennessee Titans have 6. The Dolphins have 7, 2 for today.
Yeah, I was gonna say today was
All
an
right.
outlier.
The Giants have 5, and all the way at the bottom, all the way in the little cellar dweller at the New York Jets with 0. So the Niners have plus 5. We have nothing.
It's crazy. Even Aaron Glenn doesn't have an answer for it. They've asked him like throughout the season, and he goes, "I don't know. It's like one of those weird things."
He's a freaking cornerback. He lived off of interceptions.
Yeah, he's
The
had plenty. That's
irony.
where that stupid dance came from. And how great was it today? Of course, they had to show the fake spike.
Fake spike, the Monday Night Miracle. Like, come on, man. Like, this is like over 30 years ago.
Well, there he goes. He dropped his microphone. But they showed the 25th anniversary of I almost said the fake spike of the Monday Night Miracle, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that they pride themselves on. Look at us, we were getting blown out, and we won.
Right.
Okay.
Well, not today. Look at us, we're getting blown out, and we still got blown out.
One of the things that they posted was like big stop. The Jets on X, big stop. And I'm like, wow, okay.
Oh my goodness.
It's just like any little good thing that they do throughout the game, like anything, they just blow it up on social media like it's like they just won the Super Bowl.
Anything. Yeah, no, I get it. Like the Jets social media always have to be like that. They have to sell it all the
you know
time.
what my favorite part of the Jets social media is? The dog. I love that puppy.
The dog is fun.
The
dog is fun. What's the dog's name? Jet?
Jet, yep. He has today he had his little vest on, his Gotham City vest, his rivalry vest. It was cool. You know, you look over, he's like licking Method Man in it, Ray Romano, and
it's a boy.
I believe it's a boy.
What do you think is worse for this poor dog? Getting castrated or being assimilated to the Jets? I think it's the Jet part.
I would say so because he didn't ask for this.
He didn't.
And he's like at the games, he's like at the facility. I don't know like who takes care of him. Like, does he live at One Jets Drive? Is he like, it's like, what do you do like when everyone goes home? Does he stay? Does he live with Aaron Glenn? Like who is taking care of this dog?
Do you think he pees like in the locker room?
Yes.
Or he doesn't want to claim his territory there. He's like, I don't want no part of this.
That's probably what it is. Yeah. He goes outside.
He wants to leave.
He tries to run away, but just can't.
They have the dog collar thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But poor dog.
I think Brick has that neck thing too.
Maybe Brick takes care of him.
Maybe.
Right? I can see Brick. Like, that's a good job for Brick.
Yes. It gives him accountability.
He plays catch.
He goes, hey, go catch.
Yeah. Imagine this guy taking care of him from like what,
He would spatchcock him.
Yeah, yeah. He feeds the dog like ayahuasca. You think Woody does it? Like, imagine like Woody with a dog.
Starts talking to the dog.
He would.
What's that movie? Road Trip, where the old man's he takes a pull. The old man. That's a great movie. That is a fantastic movie.
I don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh, hold on. There we go. I can't imagine Woody Johnson taking care of a dog.
This has to be Snowball.
Yes, it is. Yeah. The dog's requesting a trade.
The Jets are like, we can't, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, they're gonna give him like the Elijah Moore treatment. He's like, I just want out of here. No,
Don't put me in the doghouse. I like the doghouse.
you haven't suffered enough yet.
Right, exactly. Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
All right.
Well, I mean, for everyone that's watching right now, we're about to crack 80 viewers and whatnot as it's climbing. Please hit that subscribe button as it means so much to us. We thank all of you for watching here. How do you want to wrap it up, my man?
I'm ready to wrap it up. I don't want to say that I'm like full like on tank. Like I don't know. I don't want like I just like to see my team win. But I understand right now we're officially for the 15th season in a row, 15th. We are now officially eliminated from playoff contention. We're used to saying that.
Fucking unbelievable.
It is. But it is what it is. Hopefully I feel like we say this every year, better times are ahead.
I hope so, man. Like when we talked off air earlier today, I was like, hey, did you watch the Indiana OSU game? And you're like, hey, I don't watch a lot of college football. And I don't either. But being a Jet fan, I tune into college football as soon as the season is going down the shitter. And that's normally around week 4. So
Yes.
that's where I was like, all right, you know what? There's something about this Mendoza kid. And I just feel like we can't pass up on this. We can't. We cannot.
No, I agree.
This is something special, man.
I would watch a lot more college football if I didn't work on Saturdays, and then it's like Sunday's like the football day, so it's like I try to be a good boyfriend and a good son and everything on Saturday.
Yeah. I can't relegate my Saturdays to college football.
I can't.
I'll watch once in a while, maybe like the national championship. I'll watch. Like, what is it on a Tuesday night? It's like a weird night, which I don't understand. It should be on a Saturday night.
I do watch also the Rangers that tend to play a lot on Saturdays too. So it's like I am a hockey fan.
Yeah. I'm cool with that, But like as far as college football, like YouTube. That's it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It gets easier like once it gets cold, but it's like September, like from like September until like up until like now, it's hard, because like we go outside, we're doing things, summer's ending,
right?
Want to go pick apples and do whatever errands and running around, and like I said, I do work a lot of Saturdays, so by the time I come home,
I know what the Jets aren't picking.
Apples.
Nope, interceptions.
Oh yeah, no, they're not picking them. They're not picking balls.
No, ill.
You think they are picking apples? You think they go apple picking?
They maybe they go apple picking, like around January.
Yeah, Aaron Glenn, instead of walking, he does the dance like the whole time. It's just
what a clown show! What a freaking clown!
Every year, it's like they can't even just be bad. It's like they haven't. I mean, yes, like they have embarrassed themselves. Like, luckily, there's been like no like really like I feel like when Rodgers was here, like last year, it was just a complete embarrassment. Team, the Athletic was dumping on them. Like they're kind of quietly a bad team, but it's just everything that like they do that just makes them like so. It's like we're just sick of it, man.
So am I, man. I'm just this is some BS, man. I want the Jets to be relevant, man. Like I want to root. I'm so sick of just rooting against them every single year just to get a better draft pick. Like I don't have it in me to root for them when I know that it's over. Like I look at the totality of it. I'm like, I'd rather get a high draft pick. I'd rather get a high draft pick. But like,
no, I agree.
there's no better feeling than what we had in week one. Week one, every single New York Jet fan was united. That MetLife was rocking. We're like, whoa, it was that feeling of euphoria that we haven't seen and we haven't felt in such a long effing time.
You know, the last time we felt it was 2023.
What was that? Oh, was it
Rogers running out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
That atmosphere, dude. I missed that part, but just that. See, it's like I wish I could have felt that. Like I said, I was at that game. The ending of that game was insane.
Yes.
But walking out, you just kind of knew. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's only an ankle. It's an ankle. 2-3 weeks, he'll be back." And people next to me, no, I'm telling you, that's an Achilles. That's an Achilles.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. But that was probably the greatest that I've ever felt at MetLife. A close second was when we beat the Bengals in 21 on Halloween.
Right.
I was there for that. But even that, it's like the season was over. You're 1-4, whatever it was. I don't know.
Dude, the best feeling for me as a Jet fan being in any stadium, this was Giant Stadium, but when the Jets played against the Jaguars in '98 in the divisional,
Oh, you were there.
I was there. That was my first ever Jets game.
They beat that game. They won that game to go to play Denver.
But that game itself, everyone in that stadium, every single person, there was no doubt in your mind that we were going to win. I've never been part of that ever again. And we could talk about the Rex years. We could talk about
those
Genie,
playoff games were insane too, though.
I loved it, but just keep in mind, when we went into the playoffs in 2009, we played against the Bengals and the Chargers.
Back-to-back weeks
we were
with the
under.
Bengals, right? We ended the season with them, and then they came back.
Yes, we were underdogs, and we
Mhm.
won it, and it felt
Yep.
good. We're always the underdogs, but in 1998, we were favorites, and we were rightfully so favorites. We weren't overrated. We went into that Jaguars game, and that Jaguars team, they were stacked, bro.
Yep.
Jimmy Smith, Mark Brunell, Fred Taylor, the defense. It was just we whipped their ass, bro. We went nuts. And I remember one guy held this huge sign that said "Bring on Elway," and I couldn't wait to play against the Denver Broncos. And because of a couple of fumbles with Alex Van Dyke and Keith Byers, I think we would have won the game. But it is what it is. But I don't think there's any season that I can remember that could replicate that '98 season.
I remember my father telling me, he goes, "That's the one and only time I've cried over a Jet game." He goes,
Yeah.
"I legit cried at that game, after that game."
Because you know what, I'm going to side with your dad on this big time, because there's something about being a Jet fan, all these experiences that we're going through right now, all these hard times, all these negatives, where we just have to back into the playoffs. We have to wait for another team to lose. We have to depend on other players, other franchises to make certain moves. When you're in control of destiny and you're seizing the moment, we're not used to that. We're
Right.
not. And when you continue to just blow out teams and you know that you're the better team, it's just you're on a different level. You're on a
Yeah.
different level. And I hope one day that you'll experience that. I experienced it once, and that's saying a lot. That's the weirdest thing. I remember 2002 with Chad Pennington. But again, in order to win the division, the last time that we had to wait for the Dolphins to lose against the Patriots, and then these other teams to lose, and then we had to beat the Packers. And it was euphoric. It was great that when we won the division. But again, the dependency of
Wasn't that
other teams.
41-0 or something like that too? Or was that against
the Colts the following
Colts?
week?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that was the AFC wildcard game. That was a fun game, but nowhere near '98.
It's just crazy. MetLife has been open for 15 years and has never hosted a playoff game. It's hosted WrestleManias and wrestling events. It's hosted multiple concerts, the World Cup.
Yep.
never. It's an NFL stadium that's never hosted a playoff game,
No,
and
it's out of this world.
we have a very interesting guest coming on Thursday to talk about MetLife. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, Jets were. I'm guessing this is Snowball cried
Yeah,
in
so
'99.
did Vinny Testaverde.
Yes.
Oh,
But you know what? Like, what sucks? Like, just like bringing it back to like here now, it's like we don't know if we're going to be a playoff team. I would hope next year we're a playoff team. But it's like you got to wait a whole another year.
right.
You know, so like just think about like where we were sitting last year in December talking about this team. You know, being eliminated from the playoffs and Rodgers and everything else.
Mhm.
And it's just like I don't know about you, but like my life in this last year has changed so much. I moved, I bought a car, and this and that. It's like
Right.
so much is going to happen from now until then.
Yes.
Another year of once in January, like the season's over, like we have that dead period for a little bit where there's not a lot of I mean, there's football games going on, and then the Super Bowl, and then that ends. Then it's just nothing. It's very quiet. You start hearing about pro days and this player, that player, free agent. Then you got to go through free agency. Remember about 2 years ago, you called me. I was doing a side job. We got Tyron Smith, and remember?
Got to do a show tonight.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't right now. And then you hopped on. And he goes, "This is up. We're going all in."
Yeah, you know what happens? The afterlife.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens.
Good things happen to those who it's been 55, 56 years, whatever it's been. It's like we've waited long enough, man. You know,
yeah.
but yeah, like remember that, and you know, so now we got to go through like free agency. We're gonna get all excited that we signed, you know, Alan Lazard to an extension, and this. I don't know. You know, we're gonna do something stupid. Probably not. Like you know, I do like Muji. I'm excited to see where he takes this team in the future. But then it's like more dead silence and more rumors that really ramp up about. Next thing you know, I don't know if Mendoza is really worth being a first round pick, and then you get all that nonsense. Then the draft comes and you're all excited, and then it's OTAs,
Right.
more silence. July's dead. We usually go on a hiatus.
Right.
Then August training camp, you start to feel good, and then you see this isn't working out well. This player didn't sign yet. Blah blah blah. And then you got to go through the whole season of some heartbreak. Hopefully not so much, but you get what I'm saying. It's just like so much has to happen from now until then. And it's just think there's teenagers that have never seen they've never seen a winning record. They've never seen a playoff game. 15 years old.
Right.
I remember I was a sophomore. Yeah, I was a sophomore in high school. The last time they had a winning record, 2015.
2015. Wow, man.
Yeah, and they didn't even make the playoffs.
Shoot, dude, 15 years ago. That's the last. It's going to be 16 years.
No, today was the 15th consecutive time that they've missed the playoffs. This was 15. 10 years since we've had a winning record. Having a winning record, not even getting into the playoffs. And then the closest to coming to having a winning record was like 7 wins.
Dude, you got to be kidding me, man.
Like we could, before the 18th game or the 17th game, whatever it is. Yeah, 17th game. We weren't even going like 8-8.
Think about that. A decade and a half. A decade. 10 years. 10 years went by.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Where were you in 2015? Have you moved since then? Did you have kids 10 years ago? You know, were you married? Like, look at how much your life has changed. Did you have another job? I was in high school.
Right. I was in high school.
Yes, you were. We went to the same high school.
That's how we met.
Yeah, we're high school friends. I just want to look this up real quick.
I was a super senior. Yeah, I was 29, bro. I was 20 freaking 9 when the Jets went to the playoffs. I thought this was going to be a common theme.
Yeah, no, me too, man.
That's why I can't stand the Pats, man. They had Brady for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
No losing seasons. Even when he tore his ankle or his knee in Matt Castle. No relationship to Matt Cassell.
I want to break this down a little bit here. So starting in 2015, we were second place in the division, 10-6 we finished. Didn't make the playoffs. 2016, fourth in the division, 5-11. 2017, same thing, 5-11, fourth in the division. 2018, fourth in the division, 4-12. That was Sam's rookie year, I believe. 2019, third in the division, 7-9. And if you remember, we started off like 1-6 or something that year, or 1-7, and then like went on like a stupid run.
Yo, danger zone, man. Look at this guy. He got 10 kids since. Dude, what are you, like Gizmo, that they poured water on you after 10 o'clock?
2020, fourth in the division, 2-14. 2021, fourth in the division, 4-13. 2022, fourth in the division, 7-10. And that was supposed to be like our year. Like, that's the year, remember, that like Rodgers decided, like, oh, the Jets are a good team. We still finished last in the division. 23, third in the division, 7-10. 2024, so third in division, 5-12. So it's like, it's not even like we're like sniffing the surface.
But who was in last place last year in our division? This was
believe-
the crazy part.
I gotta look.
Check it out. Check who was last in our division last year. And you know what the funny thing is?
I think it was New England
Yes, it
Yeah.
was. So it only took them 1 year.
to turn
And
it
they're
around.
the best team in the AFC. The best team. But now you have all these, they have a quarterback. No shit, Sherlock. No, really. So that's what it takes, a franchise quarterback. You're damn right we need to trade up.
And a coach.
And a coach.
That part we don't know. I like Aaron Glenn. I'm going to continue to defend him until I can't anymore. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't trust him developing a quarterback, which means if you don't trust him, that means you don't have the coach. I know, but
I don't know.
and then like not only that, to like even further cement that point, like the way that they lost today, totally unprepared. You know,
Mhm.
like I could have tolerated a loss if it was competitive. It wasn't even competitive, and I get it. You lost your quarterback and this and that, but even on defense, the defense was Swiss cheese today.
This is going to be my hot take, and take it for what it is. If the Jets don't win any more games this year, Aaron Glenn will be on the hot seat.
Rightfully so.
I think so.
Rightfully so.
Because if the team is ready to, and it all depends on who holds the number one overall pick. If the Raiders hold the number one overall pick, I think Aaron Glenn stays. But if the Titans or the Jets hold a number one overall draft pick,
I don't
that
think the
means-
Jets can get the first overall pick.
no. What I'm saying is, if the Raiders or the Titans hold the number one overall draft pick,
Okay. Yep.
then the Jets have a trading partner right off the bat with
Yes,
all the
okay.
assets that they have. With that being said, at that point, whoever's available coaching wise in order to develop a franchise quarterback, because I think a lot of this has to come into play, then at that point they would have to probably start weighing with whether keeping Aaron Glenn, because I think there's going to be a huge discussion with Aaron Glenn. All right, what changes are you going to do with your coaching staff? If he says none, we still need to give our coaching staff another year. I think Woody Johnson's going to contemplate that a lot,
Yeah.
because Steve Wilkes should not be on the team. This quarterback coach who was a running back should not be on the team. There has to be some sort of plan going forward, because if you're going to start trading all these assets to go up and get yourself a Mendoza or even a Dante Moore, you want to make sure that you have a head coach with the right coaches in order to groom this young player and have a plan in place to say, you know what? Even though he's the first overall draft pick, we cannot trot him out there just as yet. We can't do the whole Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, Mark Sanchez, and Zach Wilson outline of the plan, the blueprint that continues to fail for the New York Jets. We have to get a veteran quarterback, maybe a Mac Jones, just to start it up. And then maybe week 3, week 4, that's when we kind of slide this Mendoza kid in there.
Yep.
And we groom these kids the right way. And I get it. A lot of Jet fans might say, no, there's no way that that we're going to be getting rid of Aaron Glenn because of the money. Listen, we have to look at trade-offs here. If we get Mendoza and we have Aaron Glenn, and Aaron Glenn next year does a 2-15 job or a 4-13 job, he's out. Now the next head coach has to come in and start inheriting someone else's problem. Another quarterback that may not, it might be a hindrance. It might be someone that, like, yo, dude, we don't want to come there because now we have to deal with this kid. We really didn't have him high enough. That's why I think there's a lot of things on the table, and I think it's going to happen fast with the trade.
Yep.
It's going to happen very fast. It's probably going to be like a February, March trade or whatnot. Right off the bat, as soon as these trades are allowed, Mooj will call the GM of the Titans or the Giants and say, look, we're going to offer you this and this player. Does that appease you or not? No, we want this. Okay, here.
Point in
Done.
place. Yep.
Done. It's over.
I like it.
Now, come on, man. How much am I paying? I don't know. I don't know how much I'm paying.
I'm not paying him anything.
I'm not paying him shit.
Yeah. He's coming here for free. He's working for me.
Yeah, we're gonna pay him in likes.
You know what we should start doing?
And
That's what we should
subscribes.
start doing. You don't get paid if you don't win.
Yes.
That would really incentivize the NFL, huh?
I think
That'll
so.
separate the men from the boys.
Yes. Yes.
You want to get paid? Play,
Yes.
win.
Exactly. Justin Fields. That's right. Play receiver.
Yeah. Play safety. You think he could catch a ball?
Probably.
Right? Like, imagine he has the first interception of the year.
Is this true? I didn't see the injury. Wait, he got kicked in the nuts?
No, I don't know. Maybe because I didn't see the injury either. I don't even remember that drive. Like, I just remember all of a sudden they were like, "Oh yeah, he's hurt." And I'm like, "Oh."
Typical Tyrod.
I feel like he was just like, "Yeah, I don't want to be here."
He's not coming back.
No, I don't blame him
back at all. I don't blame anyone that doesn't want to come back.
And then I remember I saw briefly Brady Cook get stepped on. I think it was by Membu, but I could be wrong. And then they said he's hurt. But I'm like, well, he played after. And he did finish the game. During his press conference, he said like he felt like he was ready to play.
Membu couldn't even stand Cook at freaking Missouri. He's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah, this guy again. And then did you see Tippmann's cornrows?
Yes.
I thought that was going to be like a difference.
Yes. I thought it would incite the team.
You know what? That's what I'm going to do. To incite the podcast, I'm going to get cornrows.
Get cornrows. I'm going to
Me and Armand.
I'm going to get corn tulips.
I'm going to get corn.
I'm going to get.
I'm going to start growing corn behind me.
Corn on the cob.
Yes. Cob on the corn.
Cob on the corn. All right, everybody. We're going to just wrap this up here. What a great Sunday. You know,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man, that we hopped on.
Glad we did it.
Now we just think I'm very glad. Very glad. I'm happy that, you know, we got a whole bunch of Jet fans tuning in right now. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Let's go Jets, man, and hopefully we'll see you guys on Thursday night. We'll have a nice special guest, and we'll keep it rocking. Liam.
Yeah, I'm excited for Thursday night, and whatever you got to do to get Mendoza, make sure you drink your water, stay hydrated, have a great week, have your coffee.
Wah wah.
Go Jets.
Go Jets, peeps. Later.
Quarterback, Ken O'Brien of California Davis.
Just 14 that first time, now going long. They got a wide open man, and he makes the catch. It's Braylon Edwards taking off. Braylon Edwards will take it home for the touchdown. 80. First down in San Diego territory at the 47-yard line. Big draw. And Pennington going for 6. Deep down the field, and it's caught by Santana Moss.